Tell me.
Exclusivity.
Wrong. That is how
Time, resources,
Wrong.
and something else.
Time, resources. So
Yeah.
that's a good way to start. So sexual exclusivity is how a female shows primarily that she's interested in a man. He's the only man who has sexual access to me because I can get pregnant, and this man is the only man who can do it. That's how it's done. A man, yes, I'm not saying all men can cheat. I'm not saying all men should cheat. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if I truly love a woman, she won't sit there and go, he shows me his love because he doesn't fuck anyone else. She'll sit there and go, he shows me his love because my bills are paid, I'm in a Bentley, I fly private, I go to Dubai anytime I want, I have a Chanel bag. And I'm not talking about just money. I'm talking about resource and a lifestyle as a whole. This is not just me. This is the world and most of the world today. If you go to Moscow and you find a big G, a rich guy, right? He has his wife. She's pushing a Bentley. She has the kids. She's living in a mansion, whatever. When he goes to the club with his boys, you think he ain't with 19-year-old strippers? Of course he fucking is.
Can I ask
but
you?
she's just like, whatever, don't care. I'm the one who has the money. Don't give a shit. So you have to sit there, and to a point, you have to sit and analyze the difference. When you're saying disrespect, if you're gonna go through life as a woman and say, I only care about the sexual exclusivity of my man, then what you're gonna end up doing is having a bunch of failed relationships and fucking loads of dudes.
Okay.
There has to get a point where you go, you know what? This guy ticks so many boxes. Once a year, twice a year, he's out with his boys, does some dumb shit. I'm just going to pretend I didn't notice because my bills are paid. I'm looked after. I can tell he cares about me. If I have a problem, he's going to fix it. He's ticks something. That's the smart female move, as opposed to go, I don't care how good he is to me. He fucked that bitch once, so I'm going to leave, and I'm going to get another man who I don't love who'll fuck another bitch anyway, and then I'll get another man who I don't love who'll fuck another bitch. So end the cycle of dumb shit.
Can I
But you
ask-
have to bite the bullet.
But more mild examples, though.
Denal, I have a question. Is there ever cheating that's too far? Like, so if a guy cheats on a girl, is there ever a point where she?
Yeah, there's a lot of cheating. There's completely a lot of cheating.
So,
that's too
like,
far.
if he knocks up another girl, would you say that's too
all right,
far?
all right. So
Yeah.
first things first, I'm a man of my word. I don't even think I'm a liar. So here's your Clementine.
Thank you.
And he peeled it. What a gentleman.
you.
I'm a gentleman. Right. So obviously, I'm not saying blatant.
I have to stop it since you being extra sassy right now. All right, now go ahead. When it comes to earlier your facial expressions about the cheating thing, as well as your facial expressions about him being a gentleman. What are your thoughts?
Whoop-de-hoo. Like, you peeled a clementine. Does that make you a gentleman? No.
Why does he irk you so much?
Because I just want to smack his head. His odd little head.
All right, now what do you say about the cheating thing, though?
The cheating thing,
Not even cheating thing, exercising your options.
it's just like, I don't understand. Like, I genuinely
Just explain it
don't
to you.
understand why you'd want to cheat. I just don't. Like, next topic. Continue.
Sassy.
blatantly disrespect your woman, right? She's your woman. She's your queen. She's the most important thing in the world to you. She needs to be treated in a way that she feels that, right? But it's unfortunate because I keep tying back to this baseline point. But the reason I keep going back to this baseline point is to try and explain to everybody at home how simple the world can be if you go back to the baselines of it. Why do men cheat? Most women don't know. You'll see them all the time. Why do men cheat? Oh, because men are just stupid. And why do men fuck girls uglier than their main chick? Why do men do all this stuff? Do you know why?
Hold on. Before he answers, why do men cheat?
I genuinely don't know. I could not tell you. I am not a man.
Okay, why do you think men cheat?
Because
Talking, yeah, you dated men before, so...
They're not, I don't know, like, they're bored. I don't...
Okay, so boredom is, you think is the number one
Or
reason?
they feel like as if they're not, like, satisfied enough, or they want, like, a new experience, or, I don't know, just something that's missing, or that they want different. You tell me.
Okay.
The people want to know.
No, I just want you to answer before he answers, so you don't change your answer after him.
I'll tell you why. Let's go back to the first thing I've been saying this whole time. Status. Yeah, that's my chick. She's home. Took this one home. Yeah, I got that one. She's chasing me.
That's
Status. But it's stupid to females. I get it. But that's the male world because sexual access is an easy indicator of status. So that's one of the reasons they do it, right? So you have to go back into the baseline of why men even cheat in the first place. I'm telling you, if you're a woman, the smartest thing you can do is...
This is the first time I actually might disagree with Mr. Tate. I think that's the number two reasons. I think the number one reason is just because it's biology. But carrying on.
Look after your man. Make him not want to cheat. Be perfect. But there's going to be a time across a 20-year marriage you might just need to be a little bit blind. A little bit. Just a tiny bit. Just don't look at his phone.
So
and
what-
you'll be cool. You'll be cool. Just make sure the bills are paid. He does his job as the man.
What
Now,
if you can pay your own bills,
but no,
though?
but this is it. We'll talk about that in a second. But I'm not saying allow this for some fucking Joe Schmo. I'm not saying let some fucking loser pick you up, lock you down, and go cheat on
That's
you.
right.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if he's a G and he's doing enough of his other jobs. As for you saying, what if you can pay your own bills? Then what's the reality you face? Just like I described earlier, I'm going to decide that the thing that I prioritize above everything, above his resource, above the amount he cares for me. You'll see men cheat on a woman and then cry his eyes out trying to get that woman back. He still loves you. It's not the same as if you cheated. He loves you with all his heart. He'd die for you. He'd take a bullet for you, and he'd still fuck that bitch. Doesn't matter. It's a different game for men, right? So you're sitting there going, well, I'm going to prioritize his sexual exclusivity over all of his other attributes. You're just going to end up having endless failed relationships, fucking too many dudes, and then what's going to happen is your psychology is going to break, because females don't like to accept the fact that if you sleep with enough men and you get rid of the stigma around a new dick, your instant answer is constantly new dick. He didn't text me today, fuck it, someone else. He was rude to me, fuck it, I'll cheat. He was this, I'll get a new boyfriend. And then you end up just jumping on cock all day and you're fucking done. You need to, the reality is, there has to come a point where you get a guy and he ticks boxes and you're like, you know what, I'm wifey, I got the Bentley, he does whatever he does, but my bills are paid. That's it.
When would you say
Fair enough.
When would you say it's too far? I'm just curious if there's a line that you would, like, if he spends money on another girl, if he, like, when does it?
Okay, that's a good question.
And other second question, do you think that men ever fall in love with side chicks?
Very good question. And this is a long and in-depth answer, but it's a good question. Let me peel my clementine. But no, but it's a good question. Where is too far? I think publicly disrespecting is too far. So like you'll notice. Let's take the Moscow G. All right, let's take an oligarch, a billionaire from Moscow. He has his wife. He has the girls he's in the.
Let me just straight up ask you: if there was the guy, the world's not gonna find out. Maybe even you not gonna find out. Your guy goes out to guys' nights out, etc. But he ticks all your boxes. I'm not even talking about the dude you with now. I'm talking about even higher level dude that you don't gotta work for shit, you ain't gotta do shit, etc. He ticks all those boxes, and he has one guy's nights out, and he literally goes and fucks a bitch. From your perspective, you would be done with that person. She's thinking about it.
It's situational.
Oh,
I have in the past.
God.
I have once in the past.
Okay, no, hold on. Why?
Because I was dumb. Okay. Once a cheater, always a cheater. I don't care.
Oh my God,
I
that's
don't
actually not
care.
true,
I don't care. If you're gonna cheat on me once, you're gonna cheat on me twice, and the third time, and the fourth time, and the fifth time, and the sixth time. There's no person in this world that is gonna cheat once and be like, I'm never doing that shit again. I learned my lesson. More than likely, they're gonna cheat again.
Well, yeah, but that when women say that, it's more complicated than what you make it sound to be. Because generally speaking, men that are like that, they have those options to do so in the first place. That's number one. Number two, since they have those options to do that in the first place, they are more than likely going to explore those options eventually. Maybe you'll have an argument. Maybe you're not giving the bomb sex 3000. What they call that shit? Glock 3000 or whatever the fuck. Maybe you're not doing what you need to be doing sexually. Maybe you're not doing what you need to be doing in the household. Maybe you're not changing enough for him to be like, oh, this same old bitch again. I mean, I know it's good, but goddamn, like, I want something new. Like, even if you had a steak and broccoli and mashed potatoes, your favorite meal every single day, eventually you don't want a quick hamburger. So that's how men think when it comes. That's how men think when it comes to sex. So my question to you is, what made you stay in that first instance, and why would you not stay in the second one?
It was my first relationship ever. I didn't know anything about relationships. I was like, okay, babe, like, I'll forget. After, a long, long time about arguing about it, I was like, okay, like, I forgive you. Like, we can try if you promise not to do it again. But obviously it happened again, and then I did.
She's salty. All right. So for you now, would you still be willing to accept it or no? That's a yes. All right.
No, I wouldn't.
No, that's a yes.
The
hesitation means that you. Yes.
No, it's me thinking about it. No, I'm
No.
trying to think realistically. If this man checked all of my boxes,
All of your boxes.
all of my
I'm
boxes,
talking about most of your boxes. Yes.
and he decides to cheat on me,
Yes.
I'm leaving.
Even if he checks.
If I have kids with him, that's a different story because there's
Okay.
a family involved.
Okay.
But if I am single, no kids, no, I'm not staying. It's a respect thing. You disrespected me.
Okay. All right. Okay. No, that's your
Personal
choice.
preference.
I'm about to say I'm not gonna change. Yeah. She like
Come
don't.
with wouldn't fuck